Well, Hickey, we've got a trip to Ipswich Town coming up this weekend. What are you and your coaching staff expecting from that contest?
A real top-level championship game, yeah. Team in good form, really good players, good manager, who are now where they should be, right at the top. So, they'll have ambitions to finish in the top two, maybe chase Coventry down. We know that, and I think I said at the start of the season they were my favourites, and nothing that I've seen about them makes me change my mind. You know, they're strengthening again, trying to strengthen again now in this window. So it's going to be a good game. You have to respect the quality, like I said, of the opposition where you're going. But likewise, go with no fear and go there knowing that, like we have shown many times, that we're more than capable of getting the result that we want down there. But also acknowledging how hard that is, what we have to be willing to give, what we have to be willing to sacrifice, and making sure we get everything right.
Well, Paul, it's been a busy start to 2026. You've played 6 times already. Are you enjoying just being back on the pitch so regularly?
Yeah, I'm enjoying. I think could be better because the last maybe 3-4 games we are not in our best. But yeah, I'm enjoying being on the pitch. Yeah, I think no one wants to be injured, and yeah, always when you come back, sometimes like you are aware of it, a little bit like, oh, take it easy at the beginning because maybe I can have another injury or just the same one. But if I'm honest, I came back, I was feeling like so good, and I didn't have that insecurity to feel like, oh maybe I'm gonna have that. So I'm feeling great.
And do you feel like relieved as a player when you come back and you haven't got them worries to think about? You just know straight away you feel good.
Yeah, I was feeling just good as well. I said that before as well. Like when I came back, you know how is the manager? Manager was giving me confidence. Like, yeah, we need you. You need to do what you were doing before. And always, if you feel like that confidence from the staff and the club, I think it's easier.
You can't get carried away, you can't get too low, as hard as that is, you know, that's why we love the job and what we do, because of the emotions of it and how it makes you feel. But I think it's really important to be able to reflect properly on performances in order to understand what we are as a team and what we're trying to be, but also then how we can be better, even when things are going well, how we can be better. And also how we can hide deficiencies maybe in what we do and identify ways to be better.
You've talked about why we love this league so much, because it is unique in that sense. Do you think it is, the margins have never been tighter, the fact that this division does seem so tightly, compact?
Yeah, I think there's lots of reasons for that. The teams that came down didn't hit the ground running straight away. Been lots of turnover. The teams that came up and the money they've spent. So all of a sudden you've, lowered the top end and raised the bar at the bottom. And I think there's a lot of experience in this league, like whether it's managers and coaches who've been in it a long time like myself, or players who just understand what it is to try and be able to get results and not get carried away with things. So yeah, really tight, margins are fine. But ultimately, everything will be decided at the end of the season, and where you finish up is where you deserve to be. So that's what we're fighting for. And regardless of what I've said about Ipswich and the standard of them and calibre of them, we have to go there wanting to get the 3 points.
Looking back on your first season at P&E, are you really enjoying your time at the club so far?
Yeah, if I'm honest, I'm really enjoying, as what I said as well before, maybe the last 4 games, but I think all the teams, we're going to have that momentum and that dynamic, like we're going to lose 2 or 3 games in a row. I think everyone needs to a little bit like calm down, and it's like go back to what we have done before, do the basics right, and then the results will come again. Yeah, I think you need to try to work in the same way that if you win or if you lose. If you know you are doing the right things or you work like well, I think you need to just keep going, and then the result will come. And that's what I said, like I think even the top team, they have like some bad momentum in the league, but the difference is like they are like, oh, we know that will come, then calm down and we will change that.
Smith, who wants it down for Osmerge, trying to turn it away. Is that a penalty? He goes down, the referee comes to the spot. Pol Valentin Osmerge wins the spot kick for North End. Here comes Osmerge, steps up and puts it away. He's unstoppable at the moment. Valentin Osmerge from the spot, his third goal in 3 games in the Championship.
We saw Andy Vukovic come off the bench last time. How much of a boost is it for you to have him back as an option?
It's good because it takes the pressure off Jamal. Obviously Thierry's been in and out and used on the right, used on the left, used higher up. Yeah, and it's welcome because like I said, since January 1st we lost 8 players. 3 because of the window, 3 because of injury, 2 because of suspension. So to start welcoming players back is important.
And looking at some of the other lads who have been sidelined recently, Hughesy, Robbie Brady, Danny Everson, can you just give us an update about how they're all doing in their comebacks to the squad?
All doing well in terms of where they're expected to be. Everyone's pleased with them. Robbie's having time now out with us on the grass doing the functional bits, none of the opposed practices yet. So yeah, that's great for him, great for us. And then Hughesy and Danya, although they're behind Robbie in terms of coming back on the grass, their injuries aren't long term, so once they're back we can hopefully use them really quickly.
You spoke about the manager before. Do you feel like he's really helped you develop this year?
Yeah, always. I think as a manager, he always tries to help you and try to show you, how to say that, like your best conditions, and then he's trying to develop like that conditions, like, oh, Paul, you know you do that, keep doing it, and I think you can be better maybe in that things, but keep doing keep doing like in the things you are good. Then I think as a manager, they give you a lot of confidence with the ball, without the ball, everything.
And can that make a real difference to you as a player when you've got a manager that, you know, shows so much attention to detail?
Yeah, as well, it's like, if you know, like, you're going to try what you want to do or what are your strength, but you know, obviously if I go like 1 against 1, I'm not going to pass all the time the other player. Sometimes I'm going to lose the duel. But you know, he's going to say to you, come on, try it again. It's not a manager is going to punish you like the mistakes. If you try it, maybe it's going to punish you more if you don't try it. And that thing, I think, is the best thing for a player, because you know you have the confidence to try things on the pitch.
And they've done it! The full-time whistle goes and North End cling on to a huge statement victory here at Deepdale this afternoon. They have beaten the promotion favourites Ipswich Town this afternoon, backing up their win last week against Leicester City. It's back-to-back home wins for the first time this year.
With another long away trip down to Ipswich, how important will the travelling supporters be cheering your team on?
Yeah, we need them. They're good. The support away has been good. We've had some big journeys. We've still got a few more big, long journeys to go. I think this is one of the furthest, though. And it is, but it's, listen, as a football fan, it is part and parcel of the weekend, and, you know, we can make everyone happy by getting a result. You know, we all travel home in a good mood, or, as happens, you get beat and everyone's unhappy for the weekend. But listen, I've said it before, it's why we love it, it's why you do follow your team everywhere. But it's not lost on us, like I said, that support, especially away from home.
From a transfer point of view, it's been left late in the window, but how pleased are you to make your first signing of the January transfer window?
Yeah, we welcome Milos in. He's a number 9 who plays on the last man, will make good runs in behind, come and link and then look to get him behind again, and presses really well from the front. So he's someone we've seen a lot of, we know him. He was really keen to come and embrace that challenge of the Championship and face something different. People look after him, and his parent clubs were, I think it'd be good for him as well in his development. So yeah, we're really keen and determined to make the most of the 4 months. He is, so in terms of helping us and us in terms of helping him.
Looking ahead to this weekend, we've got a trip down to Ipswich Town. What are you expecting from that match? A really tough one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real tough. But I think we showed before when we play against them, I got good teams like away, like Bristol, at home, like Ipswich, Leicester. We can compete and we can win. Then just go there and try to win.
Do you enjoy that as a player as well, going to these tough grounds and really, digging in and using that as motivation?
Yeah, it's because it's what you said, we need to give our best version, and then always the player want to be in that good stadiums, good games, and we play for that.
It's a long trip down to Ipswich. How important will the travelling P&E supporters be in getting a positive result?
I think it's one of the best things. I think the fans have been amazing this year, traveling. I think as well. And it's a long travel, and it's we know they are supporting us, and doesn't matter if we are in a bad momentum now. They're gonna be there.